Okay, then we show the advanced section, right? We have a course sites is advanced section. Okay. Okay, come to the Excel products. I start my Excel software. This is my MS section, right?
Right.
And then here is when we open the new version of the Excel, when you or have an older version of Excel, this interface will not come directly open the spreadsheet. Okay, right? Okay, but here we have this interface right here, where we have some templates right now, okay, where we want to some templates for showing and writing something, then we click on the more templates, and then we have multiple types of templates right here, okay, for using your field. In this case, we have predefined templates where we want to write anything, okay. We have also have a predefined templates right here, but for in the new version, for the older version is not have this right there, okay. But I start with blank verb, not templates, by use of templates. Okay. And then here we have the recent open files, right? Okay. And then we want to directly open this file, then we come to this section and then select your any place where we want to open this file right here. Okay. But here I want to, but here we start the class with the blank workbook. Okay, just click on the blank workbook. This is my workbook, right? Okay, and this is single sheet is called my spreadsheet, right? Okay, that's clear.
Yes.
Right. And then we start the some basic interface right here. Okay, here we have already I talk about this interfaces, right? Okay, here we have this is a ribbon, formula bar, name bar, right? Explain your GUI of this Excel.
Yes.
Okay, I already explained it. Okay, then don't necessary to do that. Okay, and here we already talk about the font section. Okay, where we have the multiple types of font right here. Okay, and then here we have the alignments. Okay, we have multiple types of alignments right here. Okay, for the horizontal alignments and then vertical alignments, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think this is also completed. Oh, got it on there. Okay, then we start make something right now. Suppose in this sense, I make a table. So explaining is starting. Okay. Okay, I make some basic tables right here. This is my mark sheet. Okay. It's here. My screen is visible to you. Yes, you know.
Yes.
Okay. Also, I check that room. And we start. Here we have the name. And then here we write there's a subject's name. Okay. And then here we write a subject one, subject two, subject three, subject four, and subject five. We take a five subject right here. And then I want to calculate its total marks. And here I want to calculate its percentage. And then also I calculate its results, is pass or not. And then I want to calculate its average marks. And then I want to calculate its grade. Okay. And then if I want to also calculate its rank. Okay. And then here I check, I apply the border side here, all borders. And also format this string. How can we format this string? First of all, I want to show the subject in middle of section, then you have to just use as a margin center, right? Here, we have
Right.
this part is a bold section. Okay, and then also I want to display this thing in middle of this section, and then I click on it bigger than, and then also apply some background like here. right? Okay, and then here also I want to merge this section for bot. And here we don't see the total mass. Then what you do, just tap text. Okay. Yeah, increase the cell bit. Anything you can do it. Okay. For here, we what you do, just here we merge center, and then also for the average one, merge center and tap text. And for the where section, we also do that thing. Okay, all of thing, I use it. Okay, then we done this thing. Then come to the next part. What you want to do? Okay, this is simple.
Yes.
Okay, also we I clear this thing. Like, okay, next one, what you do here? We write as one and two, and then you told me the last time to how can we increase this order when I want to
You,
see a number 1 to 10.
you just drag it and then fill series, I think.
First of all, we select two things and then drag it, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then I want 10 value, right? Here.
Correct.
Okay. And here we write some names. Suppose here we write amount. Okay. And here we write the subjects values,
Correct.
right? Okay. And then what's we use for the taking the total marks? Okay. One thing, if you I want right here is just a equal to. Equal to is used for the any formula, right? And then here we write 89, 787. Okay. Directly, not here. Is calculator now. It's calculating
Correct.
and then show the values as a total, right?
Correct.
But here
Yep.
this is not a dynamic, right? This is not my dynamic way. When we change any value, but it's not that don't reflect as a total mass. Okay. For the making
Correct.
this dynamic, then what we use just right here is the formula. If you write you want to select the cell, okay. You know about the cell name. Cell name is stored in the C4 plus C D4 E4 and then F4 and then G4. Okay. We can now use also as plus and then you can also use a sum, right? And then sum and
Right.
then you can also select this range and then what will happen, and then we got a total marks, and then when we use this and then write here any changes then reflect directly to the total marks. This is called my dynamic way. Okay, you can create this anything by the dynamic way, and then here we got answers correctly, right?
Correct.
Okay, and then we check some values actually. Suppose here we saw, okay, and then okay again we get some values right now. Right. Then here we want to check some values. Okay, and then again we want some. And okay, and then we check string values. And at last, oh, and then if you want to apply this same formula in below section, then what you do, the site here is a control D. Control D is also useful thing. Okay, but
Yeah.
if
Control D or
you
just drag it.
and then you want to just drag it, and then when you want to do this, just double click on it. Okay, you double click on it, this thing, and then you can also when we have to series-wise values, then just double click on it. This work formula will be applied at last section. Okay, start to like last, and then if you don't have this part, then you can control the and use the drag option. Okay, Next one, how can we calculate the percentage? How we calculate percentage?
Percentage is equals total marks
Yeah,
divided by 500.
divided by 500, right? And then we enter it,
Yes,
and then when we convert this thing into percentage,
percentage.
and then
Correct.
count this thing, and
Yes.
we'll be happy.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is my number system where we convert this part. Okay, and then double click on it, and then all percentage will be applied, right? And then how can we calculate the result section? Because I have the some criteria right here. Suppose I want to, when we have the 35, about the 35%, then I want to write is this student is pass. Below the 35%, what you want to write, this student is failed, right? This thing
Correct.
I want to do here. Then what you do? For this purpose, what we do, first write here the conditional formula. This is my
Correct.
conditional formula. Okay. Conditional formula. Which formula will be used? This is if. Simple. Okay.
If.
If condition. Okay. And then how can we do that? Just right is equal to and then right is if and then bracket we started. And then first of all, we apply the logic test. Which one logic will apply? Just check this out. Percentage is greater than equal to 35% or not. Okay.
Right.
First of all, selected percentage and then right here is greater than equal to 35%. Okay. Here we apply the percentage because we use the percentage. When we use the number, then we don't want to apply the percentage. Okay. And then
Okay.
if you what's want if condition is true, then
So
what value will
pass.
appear is false.
Pass.
Yeah, okay. And then if condition false, then I want to write here is a fail.
Fail.
Okay, that's it. This is simple. And just click on it, then we got a pass value, right? And when we click this, double click on this part, okay, where we have to got the pass value. When we change this value and right here, it's 26, 24, 25, and this. Yeah. What you got? Here, every percentage will be changed, then result will be also changed. Okay. Okay, this is my work is like a dynamic way. Okay, when we change the value, then here we reflect this total mass changes, percentage is changes, and result is changes. When we select on the cell, not in zero values. Okay, got it. And then next one, how to
Yes.
calculate the average marks?
Equals total divided by 5.
Yeah, total divided five. This is basic formula we use, but here we have the average formula right here. Okay, we just write here as average and then select all values we want to take the average and enter it. This is called my average, right? And percentage also shows the average value.
Okay. Sharik, can you do me a favor?
Okay,
Hello?
sorry. Yes, yeah.
Can you share this spreadsheet for me while you do it? I'll practice too at the same
Yeah,
time.
I share you. Okay, at the end of the class, I share you my number and then your
No,
message
no.
me. Then I say,
I said, can you do it now so I could practice it with you?
you want to do it now, right?
Like with you. While you do it, I want to do it too on my
Okay,
side, you know?
okay. As you do it, okay.
It's
Okay.
because it's much beneficial for me to practice it
Okay,
than
okay, okay. Do it. If you want to do that, then you do it. Okay.
yeah, because I when you hear class, a lot of things you forget afterwards, you know.
Okay, okay. I know this thing. Okay. Don't worry about it. You can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then take your time and do this, and then when we uh,
No, no,
convert this part.
just share me the spreadsheet.
Okay, I share you. Okay. At the
Yeah,
end of the
just put
class,
it.
I share you.
No, just put it in the chat now. That's what I'm saying.
The active space is, but I can't. In the chat section, I don't have. It's 1 second.
You can just do file save as.
First of all, I check this out. Mm, 1 second, because uh, this- okay, I think at that
So
section we
close.
have the file section. One
Go to
second.
go to Zoom chat.
Yes, yes, I got it. Because in the Zoom section,
It's the third icon from the left.
the file
Once you
is
click
in just okay, okay, sorry. First
right
of
next
all,
to the
close.
right next to the smiley emoji.
One second, one second. I was close this file because my file is my use. That's why I can't say this file. First of all, I close this file, and after that, I search. One second. Okay, I say this file to you. Okay, you got it. File. This file.
Yep, I got it.
Ah, okay, then we go further.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just saving it on my side.
Okay, okay, okay. It will take your time. Okay. Next one will be chart is my grade section. Okay. How to calculate grade. Okay. Grade is
Yep.
show by values as per form of percentage. Okay. Where percent is larger than we get a grade like this. Okay. How can we do this? Just come to this. I can make some gradable formulas. Okay. First of all, we check it's if you have 90% above the 90%, then what you check? We check the A plus, right? And then if we have greater than 80%, then what you check is A grade, right? And then if you have above 75%, anything you can check this as upon happen. We use a track the 75% above, then what you check, that's B plus. Okay. Here, when we have the greater than 70%, then what you have, this right here is a C, B only. Okay. Then if you have above 60%, okay. Yeah, above 60%, then what you get here, C value, C plus. And then if you want to get above 50%, then what you have only C. Okay. Then if you have above 35 equal to above equal to and 35%, then we get a value as a D grade, right? Okay. And then if you below the 35%, then what you get in your section is F, right? Right?
All right.
What? This is my grading section. Okay, where which one I want to do. And for this calculation, what's the type of thing we use? In this case, we use the nested if.
Nested if. Okay.
Okay, nested if. Okay, how can we use the nested if? Just come to this section and get a formula. Just right here is my if. First of all, equal to and then write if, and then start my bracket, and then here's a first of all test the logic. Use of the percentage, and then use is 90% above the 90% what you want to write is inverted comma we write a plus. Okay, if this condition is false, then again we apply next condition, and then in this part we use the if. Okay, using if inside if is called nested if. Okay,
Okay.
next one
So
is logical.
using if inside. Okay.
Okay, then this is
Got
called nested if. Okay, then use a logical test. Again, we use the 80% right here. And then for the over the 80%, we can use the criteria is A grade, right? And then again, if this criteria also false, then again we check next criteria. Okay. Then come to the
it.
logic test, select the percentage and then greater than, and then which one is used, 75% right here. Then in right here, B plus. And then again, if it is also false, then what you use, just use a next one. Again, you use same thing, use a 70%, comma, and this here we use B, and then what you do, if again this logic is also false, then what you do, just write here. Okay. And then next one is 60%, and then comma, then which one is C plus, then comma, then what you do, again we use a if, then again, And then check this out. Next one is my 50%, comma. And then here we use C, then comma, then again we use F, and then back it on. Then again we use 5, and then here what you do, equal to 35% at last section, and then here for writing D, wait, if all the condition, all the logics are failed, then what you have to want to write, just write here is a F. Okay. If all the logics are failed, all the conditions are false, then at last we display the F value, right? Okay. And then
Right.
first one is remember how many times you use the if. Every time you open round bracket, okay, round bracket, okay. Then you
Correct.
open the bracket, then you close also, okay. This one, how many times of if you can use, then or just count it, and then this time you can put this bracket, okay, close bracket of the round. Okay, how many times? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7 times we use. So put three, four, five, six, seven. Not one less, not a one more. Okay. If you write
Okay.
this less, then what you got? Here you go to this type of error. Okay, we found a typo in your formula and try to correct it to it. Okay, this is also correct your formula, right? But okay, because okay, again we have the yeah, we have this formula right here. And then when we click on it, where we go the FB, which type of percentage you get, we got this values, right?
Correct. Yep.
And then when we make this one thing, then you can use multiple times right here, okay? You make the first of condition, then which condition we want to use, and then you directly use it. That's clear?
Yes, that's clear.
Okay. Okay, then come to this part, then I want to calculate this rank also. Then how can we calculate the rank? Okay, by use of the percentage, that's right. Okay, for highest percentage, we got a rank 1, then for lowest percentage, we got a rank last. Okay, and we have 10 values, 10 students, right? Then for the we have the 10 student, I want calculate something. Then how can we do that? Okay, for the calculating the rank, then we use equal to, and then here right formula is in rank. Okay, only rank, and then bracket is started. Then what you do, just use a number. Okay, which number we use is my percentage.
Uh,
Okay,
right.
first of all select the percentage, and then next one is my reference. Okay, which one are reference you want to use, select this change all. Okay, and also paste F4 function key F4 if paces for log this branch. Okay,
Correct. Yep.
and then close it and then enter it. Then here we got the okay, so okay, this is attitude, it is this way we get and then when we click on it, then we got the all ranking. Okay, this person we have first ranking, this person have second ranking, and this person is the last. Then we got the last ranking, right? Okay,
Okay. Got
for
it.
locking challenge is
It's
F4.
F4. Yes.
Okay, for locking silence. This is simple. Right?
Yes.
Again, I want to reverse the ranking. Then what you do? If you want to reverse this ranking, then what you want to do?
Uh, I guess there's a command for reverse ranking.
Here we have the rank formula, same as it is. Okay. The side here for the number, same thing. You just click on it, and then also we have the reference side here. And then also we can click on the F4 for the lock the cell range, and then comma. We have order right here. Okay. By default, we apply the descending order, but you can change this as the ascending order. Okay. We don't need to apply the descending order already applied right here. Okay, but we want a descending order. Then just right here is a one. Okay, and then what you do, just enter it. And here we got the reverse order. Okay, which one are last, we come to the first, and then which one are first, we come to the last. This is for reverse
Okay.
ranking.
So how did you get that ascending, descending?
Hmm? But site has 0 and 1. By default, 0 is applied. Okay, we don't need to apply right here, but we
Oh, so
comma
so
this
oh, zero is by default.
is by default. Okay, that's why
Okay,
we
got
don't have to mention it. But when we the ascending goes to ascending parts, then we can mention the one value. Okay, one is referred to the ascending.
got it.
Right? Okay, it's simple, and then now it's as like bigger.
How are you doing it so fast on that? The
What?
formatting of those rows. You did it so fast. How did you do that?
Which one I do it first? That's also
Like,
normal.
so you just okay.
Okay, actually, how to format different ways. Okay, because here we have don't learn about the formatting thing. We just learn about the basic formula side here right now.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, okay.
Okay, okay, that's clear. Any doubts?
Nope, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Not see any doubts? Okay.
No, no.
So then I hope you cover this whole part. Then come to the next parts also. If I want to calculate how many is A grade, how many are B grade, how many B plus grade, how many A, C grade, how many of this are there? Okay, how can we calculate this thing? Okay, here, well, I write here's the grade. Here's my grade. And then here, number of students. Then we come to this section, how to calculate this thing. Here we have this part. Okay, formatting, and the section. Okay. Then I want to calculate this thing. How can we calculate this part? How many of we have here A plus A, B, C? How can we do that? Any idea?
No.
No idea. Okay. So in this case, I want to count this thing. Okay, I want to count how many A, how many B, how many B plus, how many C plus. That's it. Okay. How can we do this? For this purpose, you use the formula is a count F. Okay. For this purpose, we use formula as a count if, and then how can we do that? Just write here is a count F, and then start my bracket, select the cell, this part. No, not a cell. First of all is range. Okay, which one are range? This range. Okay,
Right.
and then if range you fix, not any changes right here to drag and any position we can mention, then just lock it. Okay, and then comma. Then what you do? Just select the cell you where we write here. Okay, and then bracket is closed and enter it. Okay, we don't have a plus right here. Okay, no, I don't have a plus. Then we click on this. Then what we got? Here we got a two value. 2% have a 30% have a B plus B C. Okay, not a C and not a D have values right now. Because if you
How did
wanna
you
do
select?
this,
How did you select the values?
which one values?
The D27.
D27 is my this part. Here is this cell is my D27.
Oh, that's your D27. Okay.
Okay, here we write here the values. Okay. You can also
Okay, good.
count this formula. Okay, and then for the use of the count, if you can also do that something else. I want to sort it. That's clear.
Yeah, that's clear. Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
the
If
D20. Yeah.
okay, next one I want to do something else. Suppose I want to check this as how many percent have 80% about the 80% values. I want to check this out. How many persons have the about the 18% 80% value? How many they have the 85% value? How can we check this thing? Okay, number of students. How can we check this value? Who's
Mm,
gets 80 plus? For this
The
purpose, you can also use the same thing is COUNTIF.
countif. Okay.
The site is a COUNTIF equal to, right here is equal to, and then right here is a COUNTIF. And then I start my COUNTIF and select my range is my this percentage, right? Okay.
Correct.
And then apply the comma and then select above parts. Simple. And then
And
generate.
why didn't you lock the
Because
uh,
if you need when for the locking purpose, I also explained this why we want to lock or why we don't want to lock for this purpose. Okay, here we have only one value. That's why we don't want to lock it. But have this range is fixed. Okay, then you don't increase the links. Okay, suppose you wanna increase the range sometimes. Okay, you have to do that. Okay, as our section we want to note the 10 values, we want to 20 values, 30 values, whatever you want. Okay, but if you log the sense, then you don't use it directly. I also explained this why we log this sense because cell locking is my topic. Okay, I have
oh,
also cell locking topics, and this is very
okay.
interesting topic. Okay. And this is Pasma where we count the values because we have the one value. That's why we don't need to log this. If you want have a multiple values right here, suppose here, I also want to calculate is how many values is 85% about the 85%. Here, if this type of values if you want, then you can also do that. Okay. If you want to this type of values right here, then what you do? Then you can log these parts because we drag this value. How can we do that? The site is a count if okay, and then select the range and then just log it, and then select above parts because this is changes at the form of, and then when we click on this, then we got this parts. Okay, here we have the changes on the Q4 and R4, not changes in this cell. Correct?
Okay.
Okay. That's clear.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. You use WhatsApp.
What's that?
WhatsApp.
I use WhatsApp. Yes.
Okay. Then this is my number.
Okay.
Okay. The hi to me. Uh, okay. And then I send you one task by referring this part. Okay. Do this thing also, and then I send you one task also where we can use the countif. How can we use the countif and then average for many of things you can use it. Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then
I'm gonna send you a message on WhatsApp. 1 second.
yeah. Okay, same to you. Okay, and then I sent. I say also your to you this sheet. Okay, then you can practice it. Okay, where we have the formula section. Okay, any doubts?
No, I'm good. 1 second.